Welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum. A fun-packed meeting, as you will learn as it goes on. I'm Angus Smyer, I'm your meeting chairman. My job to get you through the agenda. In doing so, I am ably assisted by my leadership team, who I would ask to be upstanding and introduce yourselves to the meeting, please.
I'm Vincent, good morning everyone. I chair the membership committee and I'm sure they're doing this cups at the same time, it's a skill. And also I'm the official timekeeper. Carry on.
Good morning all, I'm Scott, the meeting secretary, looking after the facts and figures of the group and obviously also the handsome face of live chat.
Woo! Good morning guys, Ben, your education coordinator.
Good morning all, I'm Paul Corrigan, social secretary.
Please be seated. On membership matters, more to be said of that, but first of all, may I welcome Jason Oakes and Jonathan Foster. Welcome both. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. And talking about the meeting, let's get on with the meeting. First up is the performance lead, Scott.
Rightio. Yes, for the benefit of our guests and newest members, Performance League is reset each month and it's how we measure contribution from members. We all have a benchmark that we try and hit, scoring points, doing things as easy as turning up, giving and receiving referral opportunities to one another, converting those completed business, even things as simple as just commenting on our blog or having a one-to-one to get to know each other better and do better business. So loads of different points scored. Before I explain this, mega points currently being awarded for bringing visitors along to the group, and even bigger mega points if your visitors turn into new members, which is why the league looks like it does at the minute. So I normally announce the top few. We've got a great number of members that have smashed 100 points already just 2 weeks into the month. So with 102 points we have Melissa Report. 106 points we have Toby. 109 is Matt. Leaping up, Jane has 157. Third place. Then a monstrous great big leap, Leanne, 296. Which would normally win in a sensible month. And it's 419 points.
Wow.
Because my guest came and she joined, so I'm 400.
And he had ulterior motive.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
All about the points.
Yeah. And I've got another
Funny coincidence the month you changed the point system.
Yeah.
So that's going to be switched back to normal next week.
Of course. Yes. But there it is. That's our points. That's what it all means. I'll pass it around.
Thank you very much. Right. The education presentation.
Thank you very much. Okie dokie, so today you guys have got a short story, you've got me doing it today. So we're going to go on what is a one-to-one there. So obviously we're going to go real back to basics now to find out what actually is a one-to-one. A one-to-one is a meeting between fellow members of EBF. So the purpose of a one-to-one is to build relationships, to build trust, build understanding, which can lead to more referrals and more business growth. So here's some top tips for conducting effective one-to-ones. So when you go into a one-to-one, prepare in advance and structure the meeting so that each member has got equal time to discuss their business. Secondly, ask questions. Asking the right questions to fellow members so you can learn about each other's services and their value propositions. And here's some questions that you could ask very quickly. Number one, really easy. How has your business changed since we spoke last 6 months ago? Second, ask them what is a bad introduction for you so you know you're going to be giving quality referrals. Third one, we all like to know this. Who is your ideal client? Number four, why should we work with you? Why are you different to all your competitors? So who would you like to be connected with? What other synergies and businesses can you be as a good introducer for you? And what should we listen out for when we're talking to other people? What should we listen to? So the key trigger words that we can hear to maybe set up an introduction. And then what should you say to that person to make that introduction? So set your targets each month as well. Maybe if I can do 1 or 2 one-to-ones a month, that might lead to 1 or 2 referrals every single month. And then follow up. Follow up when you've had the referrals as well, so it gives you more chance to build those quality referrals. So we encourage everybody to do as many one-to-ones as possible, and especially our newer members. Great to do one-to-ones because it's really going to help you have an understanding of our fellow members, but also helps us understand your business so we know how to recommend you and what you're looking out for. And this can be done in many ways, over coffee, over lunch, or over Zoom. What's not a one-to-one? Okay, so although we're a lovely bunch, aren't we? We like to be very social. We have a lot of fun as well. However, social occasions like our Halloween trip that's coming up, the quiz night that was done at James recently, sharing cars together. I know, so I get a lift, but can't do that, I'm afraid. Or even bumping into each other in the street. That is not a one-to-one. They're social occasions. They could be counted as like a high five between members, and you can tell us all about it, but they're not to be counted, not to be put through on the lead, because they won't be counted as a one-to-one. So, book your proper one-to-ones in to get as many one-to-ones in as you can to help your fellow members' business, because in return, you'll then get a deeper understanding of how you can help each other and work together and keep things professional, because it will really benefit you in the long run. But for now, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ben. Yes, just to pick up on that, the importance is one-to-one is for you to get information about other members. As a consequence, they're going to get the same out of you, but your focus should be on, I need to get as much information about all of the members so that I can make referrals. And if we all do that, it will all work out wonderfully. Now, well, that moves us on to getting more members, because the more members there are, the more referrals you will get. And I'm very pleased today to be able to announce that I am in a position to induct 2 new members. It's not quite the ordeal that everybody would think. We're rolling up with trouser legs. But let's do them in order of application. Joshua, you're first. Come up and get your little booklet. And, thank you. So, Joshua. Well done. Good. Thank you very much, Joshua. Next one. Double quick time. Last week she was here for the first time. This week she's here. Did you just remember? Congratulations. Well done. And welcome to.
I'd rather leave the tight underwear.
or overalls. Okay then, right. That's great. That's membership matters sorted out. I have got the business card box here, where the members put their cards. Our guests, if they want to pass their cards around, can do so. And I'm going to pass that around so that you can make sure you've got enough cards to effect introductions. And make sure you're adequately represented in there with your cards. Right, that's, whilst that goes round, also pass this around. As I say, visitors, if you want to pass your cards around with the box, you're welcome behind the box and do so. That you can put your little, put your paper in there, all of the many referrals that we're going to get that allows you to take part in the draw after the 10-minute presentation. Right. We now move to the 60-second round. Your chance in 60 seconds to advance your business telling us what you're looking for, etc. Now, last week the Oscar was won by Neil. Ben is standing in and will be doing the adjudication. He will therefore go first, and he will be followed by Paul Corrigan. So let's get underway with the 60-second round. But before I do, we would be remiss of me not to mention that Vincent is doing the bell. He will bell you after 50 seconds, and after 60 seconds, when you hear that, wrap up and sit down if I've already finished. Right, let's get underway then. Ben, you're first, you're followed by Paul.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Well, good morning, guys. Ben Golding from Utility Warehouse. So, why pay more than you need to for your energy and your other household bills? I can help you to receive the following benefits. Firstly, you can fix your energy at least £200 below the government price cap, making us the cheapest supplier available in the UK. 6 months super fast free broadband in qualifying areas. Amazing multi-SIM savings and unlimited cashback on all your shopping to help you reduce your bills even more. Plus, when you lovely people refer me to your friends and family, you can get an extra £50 knocked off your next month's bill. And on top of that, you get me. And I'm here to hold your hand through the entire process and beyond. So all I'm looking for this week is for you to refer me to your friends and family for 20 minutes of their time for a quick chat so I can provide a free quote and show them how that can help them save money with the UK's cheapest, most trusted and most recommended, because I have the skills to reduce your bills.
Thank you very much.
I don't have to.
Thank you very much. Paul, you're next and you're followed by Matt.
Good morning all. Paul from Somerset Heating. It's been quite an eventful and stressful week, I'm not going to lie. It revolves around employees mostly. As you know, I employed 4 new people. 2 have worked out. They're doing alright. The other 2 haven't. One, his gas certificate expired by 2 years, so he didn't start. And then the other fella, so keen to, and he was brilliant, Switcher. Started on Tuesday, going all day, sorted everything out. Wednesday, he didn't turn up. We found out one of his kids was sick. So, yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, he's not going to work out, unfortunately. So, I had to take on his work. I was tiling someone's bathroom floor yesterday. I've got 30 fingernails and 30 knees. So I need plumbers. If anyone knows of any plumbers, heating engineers that want stability, want employment, want regular income, please put them my way. I'd be really interested to speak to them. Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks very much, Paul. Matt, you're followed by Tony.
Good morning everyone, Matt from Blue Seraph. We are a branding and creative agency, so I'm just going to give you a very quick overview for a lot of the new people and guests here. So we help brands elevate themselves, no matter what stage they're at, whether they're just starting out, whether they're established and they're looking to change their direction because their business has changed, and we help support you in whatever element that's going to help promote your brand, your services and your products to your customers. So if you need that, or if you have any contacts that you think, you know what, they need a good redesign and they need some brand elevation, then please do get them to be in touch with me. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Matt. Toby, you're followed by Joshua.
Good morning everybody, Toby acting for the benefit of our visitors. I'm a personal business mentor, but I'm also a licensed practitioner of motivational maps. Motivational mapping is a simple but dynamic system that allows us to help individuals and businesses to measure, to enhance and understand motivation. It's been found to be really useful for businesses that are going through change, new team members or getting rid of team members, new clients, new services, restructuring, mergers, that sort of thing. Where they're going through, planning to go through, we can help with all that change management. But conversely, it's also been found useful for businesses that are a bit stagnated, where they haven't changed for several years, same team members, same clients, same services, maybe plateaued, lost a bit of momentum. So we can help them understand their staff better, motivate them, and get more momentum back into the business. So if you know anyone in that is going through change or is a bit stagnated, please do put them in touch with me. Toby Acton, Pole Position Business.
I'm always exhausted. Thank you very much, Toby. Joshua, you're next. You're followed by Mike.
Alright, so good morning all. I'm the director of GADC Studio, which is an architecture and planning company. I'd say what we're most proud about is taking any budget, any property size, and just unlocking the potential. A lot of us live in homes and enjoy watching programs like Your House Made Perfect, Grand Design. We're looking at that, but it's like, okay, I want that, but I don't quite have the budget for it. And that's why employing a company like myself is the best go-to, because we listen to you, we try to give you what you want, but then we also try to innovate through cost-effective ways, and our reviews are a testament to the service that we offer. So if you'd like to speak to someone who can unlock the potential in your home, by way of maybe an extension, or just simply making an opening which unlocks more space, then it's best to contact me at GADC Studio. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Joshua. Mike. Mike Skinner is next, and he's followed by Clara.
Good morning, Mike from Blackwater Media, providing photography, videography and drone content for businesses and events. Professional media takes your marketing content just that step above all the competition, and when you try to present your business online, it's important to just stand out a little bit and look at the top, if you will. This week, I would love to find some more smaller businesses looking for video overviews of their business. These are great for going onto website opening pages, to go onto the start of YouTube channels, Facebook adverts, and for playing on screens in-house and also at trade stands and that sort of thing. And they can also be cut up into small sections and used for social media posts. So they're a really cost-effective way of getting more marketing out there for small businesses. If you know anyone looking for that sort of thing, it's Mike at Blackwater Media. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mike. Clara, you're followed by Chris.
Morning, Clara Downton, Downton Mortgages and Financial Services. It's quite a tumultuous time out there at the moment. I know we all saw inflation numbers fall, and now there's talk about whether or not the Bank of England will reduce rates. At the moment, the lenders seem to be battening down the hatches, rates are being pulled left, right and centre. Had a client said to me the other day, oh, does that lender do any 3-year rates? Nope, they've pulled them all off the market. That's what I'm seeing at the moment. It's more the lenders are just kind of trying to shore up and just work out what's going on, I think, before we see any sort of real movement. So really my message at the moment is just, if you're not sure what you want to do, sort of have a conversation, let's see if we can lock something in, and then you can see what unveils over the next few months, rather than just waiting and seeing, and then you could end up not in such a good place. So if you know anyone who's just not quite sure where they're at the moment, put them in touch. Very happy to just have a chat and see how we can potentially help them get everything in place. So it's Clara Downton, Downton Mortgages and Financial Services. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. Chris, you're next, and you're followed by John Hammond.
Good morning all, Chris from Travel Loss Affairs. Sometimes it's offers, sometimes it's advice, like last week was advice, but before that was advice. But some of the offers now for next year are quite incredible. So I don't know if anyone knows of Zanzibar at all, in the Indian Ocean. I don't know if anyone's ever been there at all. But you've got a daytime temperature of 30 degrees, sea temperature of 28, and this is in May 2025, and I'm looking out the window now, and I think I'm actually going to book this. 9 nights in a 5-star luxury resort, includes 1 3-night free stay on the way back, stopover in Istanbul. It's literally on the beach, 5th of May, deluxe room, bed and breakfast, so you're only getting bed and breakfast, but the price is £1,284 for 9 nights. And I'm getting offers like this through all the time for long haul, overseas, and this is one that I think I'll probably do myself. And that includes return flights from Gatwick as well. So that's a really, really good offer. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. John, you're next. You're followed by Andy.
Hello there, everybody. I'm John Hammond from JMH Technology. I'm the electronic security expert for the group. We provide all your CCTV, access control, intruder alarms. What I'm looking for is some small to medium-sized organisations that we can actually install a good quality CCTV system or good quality access control. There's a lot of companies out there. They provide CCTV systems and the pictures look wonderful until you replay the recording, and that's where they cut the costs. You've got to have good quality recordings. It doesn't matter how good the live picture is because you never watch it. You want the good quality recording so you can play back. And that's where we are experts in the industry. We know what we need to provide. We provide large organisations, employers as well. Yesterday I was in Barcelona working for an organisation because they needed it done right and they needed it done right first time. So they flew me out there to actually fix the pool. So if you want it done right and done right first time, employers. That's John Hammond from JMH Technology, applying technology to security.
Thanks, John. Andy, you're next, and you're followed by Blake.
Morning all, Andy from Flow Water Hygiene. We risk assess building water systems to prevent the growth of Legionella and water bacteria as our main part of the business. Doing a lot of work on the road at the moment in the northwest, trying to get some work locally. Had an email yesterday for a hotel country club in Plymouth, so that's really working out for a 5-hour drive down to meeting down there. So we do care homes, golf clubs, country clubs, any sites that's got a water system we deal with, and I'd love to have some work in London, Essex, which would make my wife very happy. So any sites within London, Essex, South East area would be great for Legionella and water hygiene.
Thanks, Andy. Blake, we're followed by
Morning everyone, Blake from Ammo Hive, your go-to airsoft and outdoor clothing and equipment supplier. Again, Christmas is coming. So start looking for gifts for children, parents, husbands, wives, everything. We buy everything from gifts and toys for kids to hoodies for adults, children, everybody. And gift cards if you can't think of what you want to get somebody. But yeah, we have parachutes today if anyone wants one, and a hoodie that's going for sale if anyone wants one. So let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Blake. Howard, you're followed by Vincent.
I like the idea of having a parachute, but I haven't got a plane, so I can't. Howard Bullock from Clear Financial Advice, but independent financial advisors in Billericay. Has anyone heard of the term SIP? S-I-P-P. Does anyone know what a SIP actually is? Well, of course you do. A SIP is a type of personal pension. And I come across lots of people that either have SIPs or want a SIP. I had a meeting with 2 accountants earlier this week that were desperate that that's what the right thing for them, that's what they wanted. A SIP, self-invested personal pension, is just a personal pension with wider investment options. So as well as investing in pension funds, you can play the stock market, you can buy and sell commodities, you can buy commercial property with a SIP. And it's appropriate for a very small number of people. And when I asked these 2 accountants why they wanted a SIP, their response was kind of like, well, let's know, it's the raunchy version of a personal pension, that's why they wanted it. And it was completely inappropriate. So I told them very politely to take a good hard look at themselves, pull their big boy trousers up, and do what's right, not what they want. If money matters, you none the wiser, you need a clear financial advisor.
Vincent, you're followed by the app.
I trust him at all. They'll be on to 22nd. Right, Vincent from Speedprint, been based in Gants Hill since 1983, believe it or not. Talk about PVC banners today. This is a PVC banner. Very good for hanging on railings. That's alright, Tony. Very good. Thank you very much. I'm looking for schools, preschools, nurseries, PTAs of schools, colleges. They're very good for open days, sixth form enrolment days, school fetes, PTA summer fetes, school theatre productions, people that do lessons at the school, after the school, like karate, that sort of thing, dancing. They come in standard sizes, like 2 metres by 1 metre, 3 metres by 1 metre. We can do 3.5 metres by 750 millimetres. You can have any size you like, but that's what I'm looking for this week. So that's Speedprint. You think it out loud. Thank you. We agree.
Thank you, Vincent. Yeah, you're followed by
Good morning everybody, I'm Leanne of Brooklyn Interiors, and as you know, I have a passion for making people's homes absolutely wonderful. However, not everybody knows when is the best time to hire an interior designer. Let me tell you, it's at the time that you're planning to do the work, not when the work is going on. Because there is lots of things involved behind the scenes that need to be done. If you've only got a week to turn it around, it's not always that possible. So if you know anyone thinking about it, please tell them it's when they're planning, not during the work. So that's Leanne with Brentwood Interiors. Thank you.
Leanne. Catherine, you're following Dave.
Hello, Catherine. Catherine Foley, English teacher. Yes, recently. I'm just going to talk about personal statements. So it's one of the things I want to do is work with students on their personal statements. I was a UCAS coordinator when I was at the Sixth Form. This is what students in Year 13 should be doing at the moment. It's their only opportunity to talk to universities, like have an actual voice. It's a 4,000 character document. You only get one, even if you're applying to study 5 different subjects. It's one personal statement. And it causes huge amounts of stress for students. This is the thing that they have their biggest wobble about in Sixth Form. So if any of you know any Sixth Form students currently doing their personal statement or likely to next year, the deadline for consideration is 30th of January, and I'd love to help. So thank you very much.
Morning everybody, I'm Dave from Mercury Electrical, we're NIC, EIC registered electricians based at Brentwood. This week I'd like to talk about testing. No, I've mentioned it before, but we carry out all forms of testing. That's domestic, commercial and industrial. But this week in particular I'm looking for people who might be moving home and they want to get their wiring tested in the place they're considering buying. This week we started a rewire of a house and we tested it about two or 3 months ago, just when the people were sort of going through the buying process, and we found that the wiring was an absolute mess. There was loads of DIY additions, missing earths, wrong cables used in various places. It was a complete fire risk. So with our report, the buyer was able to negotiate a discount which covered some of our costs, and we started the work this week, and I'll let you know how we get on with it. So any testing that you need doing, please give me a call. My name's Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Scott, you're followed by Jen.
Yes, good morning. It's Scott from SEO, looking after websites, small, medium, and large, lots of small and medium projects on at the minute. Thought I'd just explain a new tool that we've started to use that's really useful for your content creation. So if you look at the EBF blog each week, it automatically links our members' names to the member profiles. Now that's not me going in and creating those links. It's a nice little tool we've got in that whenever it says Toby Acton, it links to Toby's profile. And that kind of tool is something I'm looking to use much more to help you guys make your websites work better. As a good example, on Catherine's new sites, wherever it says the word proofreading in any content that she creates, whether it's a blog or a help document or a page, that will automatically link up and go to the proofreading page. On Terry's site, whenever it says debt recovery, it will link through to the debt recovery page. So a really simple tool just to take the thinking out of your content creation, help your internal architecture work, which boosts your Google rankings. It's Scott from SEO making the web work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott. Jen.
Hello everybody, Jane Mannion from the English Green Tea Company, where you'll go to for gifts and hampers and afternoon tea. I've been discussing with George my funeral music. So this is coming in with the coffin. I'm going to get that. The reason I mention it is, Matt was telling me about some media coverage of how to make a cup of tea, and it was terrible. And you realise you do have probably the country's #1 afternoon tea expert here. So if you want to know how to make a proper cup of tea, you'll know. And it doesn't involve squeezing the tea bag or the microwave. I'm here to tell you. Anyway, I'll leave you with this.
Thank you, Jane. She's squeezed more tea bags than you and I have. Dinners. Right. Okay, Tina, follow that.
Well, yeah. Right, good morning everybody, my name's Tina, I'm Capital Liberty Executive Services, Secretarial. I'm based in West Superman now, but cover nationwide. I thought I'd just give you a few points why use a virtual PA. Cost efficiency, flexibility, specialised skills, time saving, which I love, and saving your money at the same time. Sociability, reducing admin burdens, which you find you could be out on the road or with clients and you've got to go back to the office, type reports, or do letters, or rearrange appointments. That is where I can take away your pain. So if you know anybody that's stressed out, they've got to go back into the office, ask them my details and I'll be happy to help. That's me, Tina, Liberty Executive Services. I'm not on 9 to 5, I'm a staff professional.
What I'd like you all to do next week is think of a tune that would go with your business. I'm Aidan Squire, I'm from TM Law. Employment matters are at the heart of the advice that I give. In order to dismiss an employee and not have them put them through the unfair or fair dismissal setup, then you've got to get rid of them within 2 years. That's going to change, but at the moment it still applies. A fairness test is not applied. I had a client who's just come to me who has been given the boot, but his notice period is 3 months. That 3 months will take him over the 2-year period. As an employer, you've got to be careful. The notice period is included within that 2-year period, or whatever change of period there might be via wonderful government. So bear that in mind, and if anybody's got any queries about employment, notice periods and the like, you know where to send them. That's Aidan Squire from TM Law. The last of the members is Paul Booth.
Good morning, Paul Goode from Goode & Co, Chartered Certified Accountants based in Brentwood. We do lots of self-assessment tax returns, and we often take them over from people who do it themselves. And the biggest mistakes that people do when they try to do it themselves is, first of all, if they're a high rate taxpayer, they don't know about claiming high rate tax relief on pension contributions, don't know about claiming high rate tax relief on gift aid payments. They might sell an asset and forget to, or not include it on the return because they made a loss, but that loss can be important in subsequent years. Finally, they don't always disclose their taxable income and dividends, which can bite them on their way when HMRC find out in X years' time. So I'm looking for people who complete their own self-assessment tax returns, maybe don't know what they're doing and need some help. That's Paul Booth from Goode & Co, in-house tax, that's my advice.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul. That's the end of the members' contributions. I'd like to give our visitors a chance to do 60 seconds. Jonathan, go first. Give us 60 seconds.
Won't be quite 60 seconds. Good morning, everyone. Jonathan Foster, I'm a locksmith from Lockfit, Bishop Stortford. I cover East Hertfordshire and a little bit of Essex. I am DBS checked. I'm part of the UK Locksmith Association. I'm very trustworthy. I'm very nice. I give the customers a great service and I don't rip them off. I love my job and I'd love to work with some of you. And as I'm in a lot of people's houses, they're always asking me if I know electricians, plumbers, all sorts. So I've got all your cards and I'll obviously be passing on your details if I get any inquiries. But thank you very much for having me here today. Cheers.
Very good. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jason Oakes. I own a landscape construction company, covering from just patios, driveways to full garden design and build. And yeah, I don't know what to expect from this group. It's new to me. I've never heard of anything like this before, but it seems interesting. So yeah, Jason Oakes.
Thanks, Jason. Right. You didn't know that you have to bring music to it.
Next time.
Right, okay, that is the end of the 60-second round. Ben, your award of the Oscar.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, might not be actually. I might go off the. First of all, yeah, so Paul, you can't get it if you've got dirty fingernails, so come on. Chris, love an offer. That sounds really, really good. Howard, I love the tagline. Having a new tagline, that's very good. But you're always very so clear and concise.
Well, I have one.
But no. Obviously, it's really close now. obviously, do we go for dancing? Or do we go coffin carrying as well? So actually, no, that's depressing, so you're not going to win it. If you hadn't reminded me, you would have got it then. But because it's going to go to unlocking people's potential, has to go to Joshua. We'll get to pass it down.
Thank you very much indeed, Ben. Well done, Joshua. Your first Oscar. Right. Next up, our meeting secretary's report. Scott.
Yes. Okay. Now, for those of you who were members enough to be in on our WhatsApp chat, and for those of you that weren't already in the WhatsApp chat, decided it was too noisy and have already left, there was conversation on there about sitting in a different chair this morning. Points have been awarded for those of you who have remembered or were available and aware to just mix up your seating plan. Just a silly number of bonus points. So well done to most of you. Just to sit next to someone different and have a little bit of a different conversation.
Yes, corner.
These aren't the same chairs we sat in last week. Last week we sat in those chairs.
If you were in the group, I made specific mention of the naughty corner.
Oh.
The expectation of you just moving there. We can talk about it afterwards if you like. Yeah. Right. I thought I'd share with you some statistics today. We've passed 17 referral opportunities so far. We've shared £16,000 worth of business since last week. That's the amount on these bits of paper, not bits that you've remembered to record on the virtual system. And lastly, just a reminder that in 2 Thursdays' time, it will be Halloween, and we will be here. Therefore, I think it would be completely appropriate, bonus points awarded, if your 60 seconds is Halloween themed. Say something scary. Your scariest client amongst the projects, that kind of thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott. I have to say, I found your idea of everybody sitting in a different is good and challenging, but you know, can't see. I don't know where anybody is because you're right. The next part of the meeting, the 10-minute presentation. Ben.
Thank you very much. So, well, before I introduce today's speaker, just to give you an update for the next few weeks. So I did send an email out earlier this week to give you the dates for the rest of the year there. So it's scary coming to the end of 2024 already. So, however, next week on the 24th, Andy will be doing the 10 minutes for us, and Nick will be providing the education slot. On the 31st, Howard is going to be scaring us with all the budget things from on Halloween. And Jane will be doing the education slot. 7th of November, John will be doing the 10 minutes and I'll be doing the education slot. And the 14th, Jane will be doing the 10 minutes and Vincent will be doing the education. The 14th of November. 2020. Really nice to know that my emails get read. So, so when it is your turn to do your 10 minutes, please go to the EDF website and download the bio sheet and get it to me a day or two beforehand, and we'll bring it with you to the meeting. Please remember that it's 8 minutes for a presentation to allow 2 minutes for questions, and don't forget to bring a speaker's prize at the end as well. And if you can't do your 10 minutes or your education slot for whatever reason, just let me know as soon as possible. We'll do our best to swap things around, and we will try and get our newest members on the rota as soon as possible as well. So that said, today we have Vincent today from Speedprint Essex Limited. Name of the business is Print Service Provider, of which he's the governor, based in Gants Hill Village and the UK. Now, a couple of bits about Vincent. So, Vincent's best day out is wandering around central London looking at the tops of buildings, because people don't look up enough. there. Number 2 is something that winds Vince up. Noisy cars and noisy bikes. What makes them think we want to hear how loud their engines are? Sometimes they're so loud they can't hear him screaming into them. How he relaxes. Walking his dog Snitchel in the beautiful. Say again. No. Bless you. Walking the dog Schnitzel in the beautiful epic forest of all times of the year. And finally, the movie that he recommends and why. I've not actually seen this, but I'm going to watch it. He has just rewatched The Triangle of Sadness. It's really an unusual film. It must be good. It was nominated for Best Picture Oscar, and it's on Netflix apparently. He said, didn't he? So I'll be watching that later. So please put your hands together for Vincent.
Business Forum. I'd like to introduce Vincent from Speedprint.
Hang on, stop.
Good morning, Essex Business Forum. I'd like to introduce Vincent from Speedprint, based in Gants Hill Village. Believe it or not, Vincent had hair once. Yes, that's right, this is Vincent, the man standing in front of you now with no hair. He played in a number of bands in the 1980s, including the Jam Tarts. I'm sure you're all familiar with them. Wars Fox. That's Vincent in the back on the keyboard. And Soul Band, Total Contrast. Who had a top 20 hit with Takes a Little Time. Care to sing it for us, Vince? No? No, okay, moving on. He was also a finalist in BBC Country Files' annual photographic competition and got to meet John Craven, if anyone knows who that is, at the Pebble Mill Studios. This is the winning photo right here. Anyway, moving on. This was a very memorable moment in Gants Hill. The funny-looking, bumbling buffoon got to meet the then Mayor of London, Boris Johnson. Legend has it, Boris Johnson still brings it up in conversation in the Commons. Another memorable moment was when the Olympic torch on its way to the Olympic Stadium passed through Gants Hill. Speedprint did well that day, giving away flags and free drinks. That of course wasn't true. They actually offered free photocopies that day though, but Vincent failed to mention it to the crowd outside. Vincent loves a lawnmower. Here is his latest acquisition, which he says looks like an F1 racing car. He even gets someone to wave a checkered flag when he comes roaring down the finishing straight. He also had a book published last year at Gants Hill in History in Photographs, which makes him a famous author. And that's what he tells us every night at dinner anyway. Here's Vinny the left back. He used to play on Sunday morning for 43 years until he was retired by the manager and put out to stud in September 2022. A highlight for him was playing 3 consecutive years at Goodison Park, home of Everton, in a specially arranged match. There's Vincent in the middle there, shaking an important person's hand. No, it's just a member of the opposite team. And now, here's a look at Vincent and his family. Here he is with Mrs. G. Don't they look lovely? This is his favourite daughter, Candy. Might I say favourite child. Doesn't she look lovely? And that's me, by the way. This is his favourite child, Rafi. Who wrote this script? Sorry, that's not correct. His other child, Rafi. And completing the family is Schnitzel. on work experience in the Speedprint Executive Lounge here, Employee of the Month. There now follows a brief history of printing. Thank you, Vincent. Printing was invented by the Chinese in the 8th century on a Tuesday afternoon around 2 p.m. This is the Caxton printing press, which dates back a very long time. And this is some very jolly Taiwanese printing ink manufacturers in the 1950s, celebrating Ink Manufacturer of the Year, I think. Yeah. Anyway, before we finish, it's quiz time. Right, yes. Who's ready for a quiz? A question for you all. How many sides does a business card have? Oh. Yep, who's that? Paul. Correct. Alright, simmer down. Well done, Paul, that is correct. Foil cards printed on super thick 700 GSM board allows you the option to gild the edges too. Foiled cards are intended for those of you who want to make a serious impression. They're not cheap. In fact, they're reassuringly expensive. There's a good reason for that though. And here's that reason. The reason is they look fantastic. We have a choice of foil colours and coloured board. Anyway, story time now. I'm going to tell you about the time a chap walked into Speedprint a few years ago now. He asked how much 250 business cards would cost. When he was told the price by Vincent of £52.50, he almost fainted. Responding, "Mate, that's a lot, bruv." Vincent, responding to this, said,
"You think that's a lot? Take a look at these beauties."
He didn't take much convincing. Donald told Vincent he is a music producer and has meetings with high-level executives in the music industry. "I just gotta have them, bruv," said Donald in that voice. And he did. When he left the shop, legend has it he had ordered 1,000 business cards with copper foil on both sides and copper foil gilding on the edges of the 700 GSM blackboard. He didn't want to spend £52.50, but was quite happy to part with £660. And finally, Vincent prides himself on offering every client the Speedprint 5-star preferred blue chip executive priority service. That's right, Speedprint. You think it, we ink it. Can I go now?
Yes. Right, should we do the running?
Vincent, that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you for it. Any questions on that?
Can you tell it?
Huh?
Can you tell it?
You did just tell the story. Very relaxed now, might add. You could hear it getting bored halfway through.
What does he go over?
Question
my
over here.
Dash.
Do you know your first picture you showed?
I do remember it well.
Yeah, did you pay for clothes as well?
Yeah. I've still got hair, it's just going inwards. Carry on.
That's gilding. You can do any colour of blue?
Yes.
Gilding on the side, yeah.
Oh, that's bronze colour. Copper, it's copper colour. Yeah. Yes. Thanks for asking. Right, should we do the running then?
What's the price wise, if someone wanted those ones, the guild, those ones, compared to a normal business card?
Were you listening?
Is it double price?
Were you not listening?
No, I was getting on.
52.50 for regular cards, that's nominated both sides.
Right.
And these are about £600.
Right.
Wow.
250 compared to
Can we do the running now?
Yeah. Yes, you can. That was brilliant. Let us have a further round of applause for Vincent. And we'll get on with the referrals and testimonials round. We'll start with Paul and work around.
Yeah, well done, as always.
Thanks for helping.
Thanks. Welcome to the visitors as well, and the new members. EPF record today, I think. First time it's been 12 beards around the table.
So many to talk about.
I've got some thank you mails, Scott, a couple of ex-members, just about 600, so thank you for that. Refer for Howard for some pension contributions or clients. Oh, sorry, I got referral from Melissa.
Well, I think congratulations to your daughter. You just stood there with pelvis. To do that.
There's a referral for Boots.
Ah, thank you. In hand introduction.
And there's a referral for Boots.
Thank you. In hand.
Excellent meeting, lovely to see you all so busy, lovely to see the visitors, lovely to see you again. Welcome to the newbies. Looking forward to catching up with you individually in more time. Vince, I hope Schnitzel can do it next time. Right, I have a referral.
Yeah, I'll take this. Scott.
I can't help but interrupt you. It's Ganshill not barking. Schnitzel.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. Excellent head start, by the way. And on the notion of that, having a few beers with you tomorrow night, yeah? Once again,
So, Tony. There you go, Tony.
Thank you. Mike, Moultrie Johnson.
Mike.
Thank you very much. Catherine Ferry at 60 seconds. I'll be chatting to you straight after this. And not quite the gift that keeps on giving, but Williams Environmental, they paid a whole load of things, so thank you to Scott. Thank you all. Yes.
Welcome to the new members and welcome to the visitors. Excellent attendance, really good, and a great education stuff. I've got one for Torpol, which we've dealt with in the week, and I've got I think tonight for Mel, she's not here today, but she knows about that. That's it, thank you.
Yeah, fantastic meeting, great escort, thank you Ben, which I will always comply with. I love listening to your dulcet tones, missed it this morning. I have, welcome to our new members. I think I did a slip for our one-to-one, didn't I? I tried to put it on the system, but I can't.
Yeah, I'll sit back.
So a one-to-one with our other new member. Oh yeah? And a referral to our new member. Catherine.
Oh, thank you.
Which I have been able to put on the system. Welcome to our visitors. I was just counting around the room, and I was talking to John earlier about the business we do here. And around the room, I've done direct business with 14 of the people here. Either use their services or they use my services, and so in many cases, both directions. And that's not to count the other people that I've given referral to, or people have given referrals to me. So yes, so yeah, look forward to seeing you next week.
John, you're up.
Oh,
stand up and
hello.
So,
oh, sorry.
Tell us what you found about the meeting and also who your favourite member so far is.
You're definitely my favourite member, that was fantastic.
I've really enjoyed the meeting. I've been to a couple of BNI meetings. Which was very similar. I feel like it's a lot more relaxed. It's been great to listen to you all, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you.
And you have already given a referral.
Oh yes.
Pre-meeting with Excellent reminded me that there's lots of people here that I'm going to do another one for me, or even two one, so thank you. Well done, Vince. Very enjoyable. Welcome to the new members, and good to meet the visitors. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Vince, your daughter's very good at helping you. I hope you paid her for it.
I did.
That's good. Welcome to our new members, and I shall hopefully see you again. Hopefully see you
Great 10 minutes since. Great meeting. Nice to see new members and visitors. Hopefully we'll see you next week. I've got one referral.
Sorry.
Referral Paul was coming to re-smart home my plumbing. Paul C. He's not doing my plumbing.
His name's Paul. Got to be more specific.
Right, tall Paul.
Alright. There we go.
As much as I love small Paul, I don't want him doing my plumbing.
Really great meeting. Lovely to have such a class in the room with guests and.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the same.
That wasn't bad either. Yeah, very good. A referral for completed proofreading for some work from my daughter, which is fantastic. Thank you. Sorry. Well, Catherine, again, listen up, Vincent. An activity record.
Two.
An ex-member, so you don't need to pass that one on. This one is an activity record for lots of members, but yeah, there's no need for that. Right.
Thanks.
There we go. And John's coming around to fix my locks straight after the meeting.
I've only got one thing to say, Vincent. Why didn't you call your dog Escalop of Field?
Oh, shall I take that?
Still early. Yeah, I know we speak Ben said whether to do it or not, but no, it works, so it's really well done. Got a referral there for
Jamie.
No, it's not. It's the tool pool there. Hopefully, getting you in to do all the with head office as well. So good. Yes. But yeah, great meeting. Great to see our visitors here today, Jonathan and Jason, and to welcome two new members into the group. So let's get one-to-ones in as soon as possible as well. But yeah, great meeting. See you next week.
Very good. Well done, Ben, for starting us off with style. Love that. Vincent, pay attention. I'm praising you. That was really enjoyable.
Thank you.
Yes, kept us all on our toes there. And
You're okay. Speak loud enough.
educating. Well done. This is a referral for one of the other members.
Are they here today?
They are here.
Alright, do it.
But I'm putting them, it's to you. This is a referral for
Very well.
and this is a thank you for the money.
Two.
Remember, yeah, thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for inviting me. You've got a lot of people who I think will find quite interesting for myself, but yeah, thank you. It's been fun.
See you next week.
Hi all, thank you for your answer. Amazing, and 10 minutes perfect as always, Vince. I've got a referral for yourself, mate. I need some more business cards. Perhaps like an orange outside, which would be But I think Matt will have to design it as well. Yeah. And also a referral for John Hammond, the projector, the Scott.
Spoken to, well, we text him. I think it's too late to do anything.
It's awesome.
Too late to do anything because it's got me physical me today.
Oh, is it? I'll take that back. Also, welcome to new members as well, and our visitors, John and Jason as well. Jason's come highly recommended. He turned up when he said he was going to turn up. I actually asked him to come a bit later and he did. We were just chatting in the kitchen for about an hour. It's like getting dark outside in his bedroom out in the dark, but just such an easy guy to talk to because I can't wait to work. And, I think we'll fit in here really well. Yeah, thanks very much.
Jay, I've got that song going around in my head all the time. It's really irritating. Referral for Howard. I've actually spoken to her. I spoke to her a couple of weeks ago, so it's up to her to make contact now. Vince, really good, fantastic, and welcome to the new people. Hope to see you again. Thank you.
Right, apologies for being away for a couple of weeks. Just been busy working bits, but back now. Amazing to see effectively 4 new members and guests since I've been away. So a lot of J's, and also I was one of the taller members of the group, and that's rapidly. Yeah, exactly. Great slot then, but enjoy our weekly one-to-ones in the journey. Make sure to note those down more often. And fantastic job from Candice for the presentation. Yeah, did really well. Yeah. Nice printing as well, so both parties. Scott, you've actually got a referral from me because I'm working for Williams Environmental today, so you can put that one down, and thank you for the link. What else have we got here? What is it? Oh, so thank you for the money. Ex-member Mason, he's not here. Thank you for the money to a real member who's actually here. So this is for Matt, who gave me a referral just now for a job that I did yesterday and delivered last night. So it's the quickest turnaround that we've ever done on something, I think. And just a testimonial as well for Talk Hall, or your company specifically. You put an outside tap for us. Can't remember the guy's name, but Austin, that's it. He turned up, lovely guy, really helpful. It absolutely hammered down while he was here, and he just powered on through it. And I was like, do you want to come in? No, I'm alright. And yeah, don't know if you need the entire league. Really good job. So yeah, cheers for it. And maybe people will be at some point. Thanks very much.
Great meeting, thank you very much everybody. Yeah, I haven't got any sort of referrals or anything this week. I have put through a visitor sort of request, and I had a chat with her after last sort of meeting. So I'm hoping that might come together because I've been working on that one for a little while. So yeah, that's a conveyance that I'm hoping to try and bring into the group. So yeah, always good to have a sort of new faces to the meeting, and yeah, see you all next week.
I've got this right. Well, has been talking me through it, so thank you very much. So I've got 2 activities, one-to-one with Scott and a one-to-one with Toby. So thank you very much. And I booked a lovely fancy with Jenny, which I'm really looking forward to.
You have to hand
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Which one's that for?
That's for Jane.
You're taking all bad habits. You've only been in 1 week. And got loads of referrals.
I think that was the wrong one.
No, that's the wrong one.
Scott's.
No, I'll get it right.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, great 10 minutes. That was really enjoyable. Apologies, I wasn't here last week. I was in Paris. I have done the electronic copies, but I can't remember what they are because I didn't get home until this morning. So I've got a Bank of the Money for Tesla, old member, and a synergy meeting with Jay. And I will be more awake next week.
So much enthusiasm there.
Ben, thanks for the slot. I've got my 2 minutes next week, and I don't know how I'm going to keep it sound fun. I'll try to think of a way. Welcome to the new members and visitors who will stay. I've got a referral for Talk Hall for
Thank you everyone for welcoming me again. Thanks for the Oscar. Greatest award I've won in my life. Thank you, Vincent, for your 10 minutes. Really interesting, and I think I've already sent really well with business clubs. And thanks for the slot, and yeah, look forward to seeing everyone next week.
Right. That is the referrals and testimonials round. Vincent, before you sit down, would you like to do the draw with the
Just for the green tonight. It's about 18 referrals. This one is from TJ.
Yes.
Oh.
No. I think someone in this group gave it to me once.
Security. We should go down in the long run.
Yes.
Right. Thank you all for your attendance. A good turnout today. An excellent meeting. I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. The sun is shining, or looks about and will be. I'll send you out to the world. But before I do, as usual, anybody got any announcements they wish to make to the meeting? Scott?
Yes, obviously we have a few new members, so we need to set up some new profiles for the EDF website, which means we need mugshots of you and website profiling. So I will talk to the new members afterwards. You have no excuse. But those of you who don't have a photo on the EDF website, you know who you are. There's about 4 of you. We need mugshots of you guys. Mike, as a camera today, he's going to get you before you leave.
He doesn't.
Well, no, I'm happy.
He's got a job to go after this. Next week, he'll have a camera.
Next week, he's going to get it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, otherwise, Timson's do wonderful photographs. Right, anybody else?
Is everyone wearing their members' badges this week?
No. I've got it.
Alright, teachers.
Mine's on top of the tree.
Oh! You got a badge though, didn't you? Because you know when I'm a badge.
Right, we get straight on that.
Yeah. Actually, let's put that down as a to-do. Let's try and get some badges done.
Should we all agree to Tony's job to get in?
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yeah. And if anybody has a hotel badge, we can sort through what we get. And you will report. Right.
Christmas Eve been booked. I think I've only put it on. Oh no, I did do it on the email.
Yeah, you did.
So 20th of December, it's easy, 7 PM. If obviously you join it, more than welcome. Just let us know. I'm sure they'll fit.
I wouldn't decide food and that, but actually, yes, thank you, Paul, for organising that and sorting that out. That looks good.
Hopefully I'm not busy at work.
Anybody else? No. In that case, I will send you on your way in the hope that I will see you all and others next week.